occasion where if you fail to continue, if you fail to achieve your purpose, it's not going to happen anymore. Like what? Gatodake sedubandha navidiyade kalyani. Kalyanam, auspiciousness. Oh, auspicious one. Just like when the water is gone, where is the need for a dam? When the water is not there, what can the dam do? Dam it. Dam it means, dam is meant for what? If the water is not there, dam is to control the water. Water itself is not there. What is there to control? In the same way, you understand one thing. This is an occasion meant for you to give a different direction. If the occasion is gone, if Rama is gone to get the coronation, after that you cannot do a thing. It's over. So, therefore, you must make sure you don't lose this chance. Make sure that you keep it alive. So, he's very, very focused. Huh? Mantara is a very, that's why it's a one of, see, for that matter, Hitler is also a very focused, disciplined person. Any leader for that matter, negative or positive, they have some discipline about it. That's why they could achieve. He's not a foolish, he's not stupid. They are extremely alert and about their purpose. There's a Ravana also, very extreme, alert person. So without that, they cannot be the leaders. So here, he sees very, very particular. Make sure you don't lose your attention. Earlier also, she said, right, your husband may give so many different ornaments, etc. Throw them out. Don't even look at them. Nadodake sedi bando na kalyani vidiyate uttishta. Get up. Kuru kalyanam. Achieve the purpose. Rajanam anudarshaya. Wait for the king to arrive. So, Kaikeyi is now again pumped up. Now continuing. Tada protsahita devi gatva mantaraya saha krodagaram vishalakshi sauvagyam adagarbhida Anekashadasahasram Muktaharam Varangana Avamucha Vararhani Shubhanya Varanani Cha Tada Hemopama Tatra Kubja Vakyavashangata Sambhishya Bhumau Kaikeyi Mantaramidam Abravit Ihavamam Mrutam Kubje Nripaya Vedayishyasi Manam tu ragave prapte Bharata prapsyadekshitim Tada protsahita. Utsaha means saha. You can split the word into two. Saha means to, it's move. Saha is to move. Utsaha means move upward. So when somebody is giving an encouraging word, that's called utsaham. Utsahayishyati. He will make you. Protsaha. So there are two upasargas, pra and ut. Pra utsaha. Protsaha. Protsaha means to encourage, to appreciate, or to glorify, to flatter. You can say that. So thus being flattered or being encouraged by Mantara, Mantaraya Protsahita Devi Gatva Saha. She went Mantaraya Saha Gatva. Where? Krodagaram, amber chamber, chamber of anger, anger chamber. He went to that chamber of anger. And nowadays we should keep one. So it's a bedroom, living room, dead room, whatever we have. It's an anger room. where you can keep lot of toys and other things to break. Old toys you keep it so that you can squeeze it when you want. I remember once, there was a seminar on stress management. I happened to go for this seminar, and one of the speakers said, suggestions for how to overcome stress. One of the suggestions, he said, this is a clinic I went, a psychiatric clinic, and they had a special room for stress management. So what did they have? It's very interesting. That room had nothing else. There was a wall, and there was a dot, a red dot was kept here on the wall, and it is written, when you get stressed, what you should do is, you go closer to this wall, make sure that the red dot is in level with your head, at this point, and raise your head and hit on the wall until you get unconscious, and everything will be fine afterwards. So the point is, the anger you got, you cannot show it to anybody else. Then there is a place where you can go on throwing things and get rid of that, that wave of anger that comes to you. One couple is seen, from their room, always laughter. The neighbors are wondering, but they never fight or what? How can they be always laughing? So this neighbor was curious, and he went to him one day and said, I've been watching for the past so many days since you have moved in, and you people don't fight, always your laughter only I hear from your room. So that person said, actually we fight all the time. What do you mean you fight all the time? Yes. See, when she fights and throws things, I duck and it falls on, and I laugh. When I get angry, I throw and she ducks and then it throws on and she laughs. That's what we hear, we are laughing. And the best is Aristotle. Aristotle. Not Aristotle. What is it? Socrates. You know about that, right? Socrates was teaching his students about, various things. He's a philosopher basically. And he was not working, he was just a philosopher. So his wife was so upset. But early morning he starts giving his lectures. So he was talking about something, and she, trying to get his attention, she was making a lot of noise inside the kitchen. Banging thing and dang, doing and all those things to get his attention. So he says to, before anything becomes intense, it will make a lot of noise. Like, the weather, before, it's, when they say lightning and thunder, all those things, it is because there is intensity of the weather there. She heard that. What does he mean comparing me to the thunder and lightning? She immediately took a bowl full of water and came and threw upon him. And then he calmly said, and then there is shower. So krodha, anger, so krodhakara, a room specially for anger. So krodhakaram vishalakshi saubhagya madagarvita. Earlier we saw that she is so proud about her own beauty, for which naturally Dasharatha had fallen for, which is his weak point. As yesterday I have explained to you, the weak point of Dasharatha was that in spite of all his ability, etc., his weak point was his wife, and therefore she could take advantage of that. In fact, Mantra tells her, that is the point you have to make sure, that he being weak, because for your sake he is ready even to give his life. So you must be ready to use that as a tool. So she is Madagarvita, she is so proud about her own status, and so she entered that anger chamber along with Mantara. Aneka shata sahasram muktaharam marangana avamuchya. And she threw away some of the pearl necklaces which are worth thousands and thousands of money worth in those times. So the dollars were not there, whatever. Aneka shata sahasram muktaharam. When we were in Vietnam last time, we saw how a pearl is made. Even artificially, if you want to make, it takes so much time to make it. You have to put it inside the, what do you call that, oyster, and then you inject it and it has to go and sit in the correct point and the shape of it also, and then put it back into the sea and watch carefully what it does, and then make sure that it is not eaten up. And then, after months together, then they pick up the same thing, open it up and make sure that that thing is properly formed. And there is a difference in between how many days or months it has stayed in the oyster. Accordingly, the color will change. Accordingly, the cost will change. Even artificially to make each one of them costs you so much. And during those times, they had the mala of pearl malas, it's worth so much of money there. Aneka shata sahasaram muktaram varangana avamuchya. She just threw away things. Vararhani chupani abharanani cha. Even most beautiful, most quality, even golden ornaments, she just threw that away on the floor. Meaning, to show to Dasharatha, I don't care anymore about all these things. My object is to get my son coronated. So, tada hema upama tatra kubja vakyam shangata. She, the one, hema upama. So, hema means the Snow White. She is so beautiful, but such a person, kubja vakya vashangata. She has come under the influence of the words of kubja. Samvishya bhumau, having thus fallen onto the ground, Kaikeyi mantaram idam abravid. She spoke to Mantara saying that, please realize one thing or do one thing. If in case Rama does not go to forest and Bharata has not achieved his kingdom, know that I am dead. This is a do or die situation. Iha va mam mrutam kubje nrupaya avedayashyasi. You will go and declare to the king that I am dead. Vanam tu ragave prapte Bharata prapsade kshitim. Or Rama will go to the forest and Bharata will get the kingdom. If it is not, know that I am dead, and you can go and tell the king that I am dead. So this has become such a grave situation. That cartoon Ramayana, you must see that. Cartoon Ramayana, when you look at it, when this celebration and preparation is going on in the Dasharatha's other side of the city, and you can see dark cloud moving and then focusing on that Kaikeyi's chamber. Dark. Only to show that, while everything else is bright, that portion is dark. And something is happening there. It's symbolically show that something grave is happening there. So now Kaikeyi says, I don't care about even life anymore. As you see in the next verse 59. Suvarnena name hyarto naratnai nacha mocha bhojanaihi esha me jividastyanto Ramo yatyabhishijyate. Yati Ramaha abhishijyate. If Rama is coronated, esha me jividasya antaha. This is my end of my life. If Rama is going to be coronated tomorrow, today is the last day. Name artaha. For me there is no meaning. Suvarnena ratnaihi na bhojanaihi. With respect to all the gold or any of the precious pearls and stones or even food. A woman does saying that I don't want necklace is such a very, very rare occasion. To say that I don't want any ornaments. What happened to you then? Bhojana is understand. No gold. Something wrong. What do you mean no gold? So she has come to such a desperate condition. Gold I don't care. Ornaments I don't care. Food I don't care. If in case Rama has to become the king tomorrow, then today is the last day of my life. See how much of influence Mantara had brought in. So that's why he said, be careful choosing your friends. Who we are with. See, best thing is you must influence others than getting influenced by others. Of course, if they are positive people, then get influenced. Allow that. But, do not allow anything wicked and ignoble and low values to come into your life. And one has to safeguard that again and again. That's why Satsangastu vidiyadam buddhajanaihi vada parityajadam sangas satsu vidiyadam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says very clear. Sangaha satsu vidiyadam. Take yourself to the satsanga. Buddhajanaihi, with the men of wisdom. Vadaha, argument parityajadam. Stop. Stop arguing with men of wisdom, because whenever they say something, they mean it. They really do it for your welfare. And with others you may argue, but not with the men of wisdom. Meaning, that's why you choose people who you have to deal with. If I just allow myself to be influenced by others, then by the time you fall down, you won't even realize that you have fallen. By the time it is too late. Now, the change of meter. Ado punastam mahishi mahikshito vacho viratyartha mahaparakramaih uvacha kubja bharadasya mataram hitam vacho ramamupetya chahitam prapasyate rajamidam hiragavo yadi dhruvam tvam sasuta cha saptapsyase tato hi kalyani yatasvatattata yata sutaste bharato vishikshate Tatadi vidda mahishidi kubjaya samahata vagishubir muhurmuhu vidaya hasto hridayeti vismita shashamsa kubjam kupita punah punah. Now you see here, ataha, thereafter, punaha tam mahishi mahikshito vachobihi atyartha mahaparakramaihi kubja uvacha bharadasya mataram hitam vachaha ramamumetya cha ahitam. So, mahishim uvacha kubja. She thus addressed the queen. Mahishi means the queen. Mahi means earth. Mahikshitaha means the ruler of that. Mahikshitaha, Mahishim. He is the one who, the ruler of the earth, and then the queen. She is thus ataha punaha tam Mahishim Mahikshitaha. Vachobihi, with her words, Atyartha Mahaprakramahi, very intense words with which Manthara now addresses Kaikeyi, specific terms. This is what you need to do. What did he talk about? Bharadasya Mataram Hitam. What will bring about prosperity and goodness to Bharadasya Mataram, to Bharada's mother? At the same time, Rama mupetya cha ahitam. With respect to Rama, it is totally going to make him go into calamity. Hita and ahita. Bharadasya hitam, Ramasya ahitam. What will bring prosperity to Bharata and his mother, and what will bring great calamity to Rama and all his people. Now you see, in life, we can advise people, but not at the cost of somebody else. You say, you do this, that is good, but you do this so that that person will suffer. That is where we should recognize who is telling us right thing. See, when our Gurudev said maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time, that is the goal or the motto of Chinmaya Mission. What does it mean? Everybody is included, right? Maximum time is, so when every word is important, maximum happiness to maximum people, to maximum time. So it is not for some people, it is not, everybody is, sarve bhavantu sukhina, that's the idea here. So when we are advising, make sure that it is not to hurt somebody, it is not to bring down somebody else. Here what it says, she is speaking such a way that it will bring prosperity and goodness to Bharata and his clan, and at the same time it will bring somebody into calamity. Ramasya ahitam. Idam Ragavaha prapasyate rajyam. Idam rajyam, this country, in case Rama is getting into as the king. Rajyamidam hi Ragavo yadi prapasyate, if Rama gets this kingdom, Dhruvam, sure, Tvam, Sasuta, you with your son, cha tapsyase, you will burn. If Rama gets the kingdom, you and your son will definitely be you will be scorched to death. Therefore, tataha kalyani yatasva, get up and start working on it. Tat tata yata sutaha te bharataha abhishekshyate, you do in such a way that tomorrow it is not Rama in place of that, Bharata will be in place to do that, get into that princehood. So, tata atividdha mahishidi kubjaya samahata vagishubihu muhumuhu. Ishu means arrow. Ishubihi, with arrows. Muhurmuhu, again and again. What kind of words? Vakya, vag ishubihi, muhurmuhu, with the words of shaft of words. Again and again and again she was hitting on Kaikeyi. With words of, arrow of words. With the arrow of words she was tada atividdha. Vidha means pierced. Piercing the heart of Kaikeyi further and further with the shafts of wicked words. Vidaya hastau hrutayedi vismita shashamsa kubjam kupita punah punah. That only made Kaikeyi get more and more angry about the situation. That is the whole purpose of this. As he says here, repeatedly struck by the hunchback again and again with shafts in the shape of aforesaid words and pierced with the quick. Nay, greatly amazed and enraged again and again, the queen spoke to the hunchback, placing her hands in her heart. Hastau hridaye, keeping vidaya, keeping the hand at the heart. And at the same time, ativismita, with the heart which is, even though she is hurting, in the heart Kaikeyi is having some kind of laughter because it is going to make me better. Make me do better. See, it is like people, they know drinking is dangerous to health or whatever smoking is. Seeing them. What does it mean? What you are doing is wrong, but in your heart, your mind is what? I'm enjoying this. So, therefore, placing her hand in the hand, even though it is hitting her again and again, ativismita sasham sakubjam, she is praising Kubja for what she is doing. Kupita punah punaha. What did he say? Yamasya mamam vishayam gatabito nishamya kubje pradivedayishyasi vanam gate va suchiraya ragave समृद्धकामो भरतो भविष्यति अहं हि नैवास्तरणानि न स्रजो न चन्दनं नाञ्चनपानमो भोजनम् न किञ्चिदिच्छामि न चेह जीवनम् न चेदितो गच्छति राघवो वनम्. Understand that I am at the portal of death. I am almost there. Yamasya vishayam abitaha gataha. Gata gone. Abitaha at the very close proximity of approaching. Yamasya vishayam. Vishayam here, yamasya alayam. Abode of Vishayam. Nishamya, having heard this, Kubje pradivedayishyasi, you will go and tell the world. When? Vanam gate va suchiraya ragave samruddha kamo bharato bhavishyati. In case suchiraya ragave vanam gate, if in case this doesn't happen, what doesn't happen? Vanam suchiraya ragave gate va samruddha kamaha bharato bhavishyasi va. In case Rama goes to the, in case if it is not that Rama goes to the forest, Bharata does not get to the kingdom, then understand that I am already gone to death. This you will go and declare to the world. And I do not want anything else. Aham hi na eva staranani na. I do not want this beautiful bed and other things which I am enjoying as a comfort of a queen. Na srajaha, not even garlands. Na chandanam, not anointments. Na anjana, no decoration on my body. Na pana bhojanam, food or drink. Na kinchidichami, I do not desire anything any more. Na cha iha jivanam, not even this life. Na chet idaha gacchati raghavo vanam. If Raghava does not go to forest, none of them are important to me. I am almost at the verge of death. If only we have this kind of intensity in our moksha, we would have got liberated long time. Our moksha is manda mumukshutva, not even madhyama. Manda means the lowest category of mumukshutva. In case somebody invites me and puts me in a throne and gives me moksha, I will take it. I may take it. Our idea of liberation, enlightenment is, if it comes on the way of my walking here and there, it's okay. So whereas a person is such an intensity, like Kaikeyi, if only we have, I am at the end of my life, may it, whether I get the moksha or not. So the thing would have been different. So thus here, having thus made this statement, now Kaikeyi is all set to meet Dasharatha. And poor Dasharatha, he has absolutely no clue on what's happening. In fact, he has totally forgotten about many things. And he was so excited. Now you see. Ateva muktva vachanam sudarunam Nidaya sarva varanani bhamini asankritama taranena medini tadadi shishye patiteva kinnari udirna samrambada Udirna samrambadamo vrutanana Tadava mukto tamamalya bhushana Narendra patni vimana babhuvasa तमोवृता द्योरिवमग्नतारका. Ata, thus, evam muktva, having said this, vachanam muktva, sudarunam vachanam. Sudarunam means most violent, most cruel and wicked. Words having thus spoken, nidhaya, having lying down, putting down, sarva abharanani, all the ornaments, bhamini, this beautiful Kaikeyi, asankridam astaranena medinim, the floor which is not at all having any bedspread. On the floor, that's what I told you. Falling down on the floor means what? She has completely lost her senses. Sometimes the children also do not roll on the ground. I want this, they roll on the ground. So what it means is that they are so, we call in Tamil, it's called Pidivada. Pidivada means, Vada, argument. Pidivada means adamancy. Adamancy, where an individual cannot listen to anybody. I don't want any, that's what she said. I don't want to listen to anything. I don't want anything in this world except this. It is like a childish kind of adamantation, what you call abstinency. I want that alone, that kind of an abstinency. That's what she has become now. Asankridam astaranena medinim tad adishishye, she was lying down, padita iva kinnari, as though a celestial nymph has fallen down to the earth. She was beautiful like a celestial angel. Kinnara means, Kinnara is a category of angels in the heavens. They look like men or human, but they are not. That's why they are called Kinnara. Are they human? And the feminine part of Kinnari. So, Kinnari, as though like a female angel who is supposed to be there, up there, is fallen down on the earth. You know why angels fly? Angels fly. You know why the angels fly? Because they take things very lightly. When you take your things very lightly, you can fly. If you keep everything heavy, you will fall down, obviously. Why we are not able to take off from here? Because we take everything too seriously. Meaning, everything weighing us down. If your heart is light, you just fly. Then this place becomes Los Angeles. Los means this, the. Angelus is a place of angels. So, Udirna sambrambhadamo vrita anana. Tamo vrita anana. Split it properly. Tamo vrita anana. Anana face. Tamo vrita. Tamasa vrita. Avrita covered. Tamasa darkness. So her face was completely covered in darkness. Of what kind? Udirna samramba. Udirna, violent, samramba, self-conceit. Udirna samramba. It's a self-conceit out of our own self-pride. There is a difference between self-esteem and self-conceit. Self-esteem is everybody should have, because I am worthy of something. That is self-esteem. You should not look down upon yourself again and again. That's what Krishna also says. Na atmanam avasadi. Don't look down upon yourself. You can get up and do everything. Uttarid atmanatmanam. So never one should look down, I am useless and I am too good for nothing. Nobody wants me. I am always like this. God specially created me to put all the troubles in my family. So you go on and on self-depressing words and comments about yourself. You can pull you down. That is absence of self-esteem. The opposite is self-conceit. I am the best. Nobody is beyond me. And everybody should be under me. Whatever I say is the final word. And nobody can say anything against this. And whatever I want to do, nobody should stop. And that is self-conceit. It's in between that comes self-confidence. You must be confident about yourself because your judgment about yourself is correct. So, and I had one whole camp for the youth about on this topic only. So what is self-esteem? Well, you must know how to judge yourself properly. Neither you overjudge yourself nor you misjudge yourself. And don't go by the judgments of others. Never. If you go by what others talk about you, either they will be talking in praise of you which you are not, or they will be talking low about you which you are not, maybe. So don't go by what others comment about you, because that is not the reality. What is real is only you know it. So correct judgment of who you are, what is your worth, is called self-esteem. And overdoing it is self-conceit, and less of that is called what is called low self-esteem. Self-conceit, I mean self-confidence is the correct judgment of yourself and about your strengths and weaknesses, and looking at your own, what the positive points in you is considered as a self-confidence. About that you are sure about. You cannot go wrong in what you are doing once you know what you are capable of. And somewhere I read, this is a very important statement somebody made. In today's world, it is very much necessary that we must tell the people and everybody, not everybody, you must make the world know what you are capable of. Don't expect people to know by themselves. And today's world, it is all the more important because of the information technology is so much that if anybody can write about anybody in any way, and everybody will come to know about it. Unless you create a clear picture of yourself, most of the times you will be seen as per others' opinion. Right? So you must create a proper image and opinion about yourself based upon what you are capable of. So it is more the more necessary nowadays to do that than earlier times. I don't care what others say. I don't even talk about it. Then what happens is most of the time when you don't say anything, all possibility is they will be thinking wrong about it. So here, on the other hand, what Kaikeyi had was self-conceit. So that is why, Udirna samrambadamo vrita anana tata avamukta upamalya bhushana. That what a composition there. Tada avamukta. Therefore, she has given up, avamukta, uttama malya bhushana, and the beautiful, best of the ornaments and the garlands she has given up. This Narendra Patni, this Kaikeyi, who is none other than the queen of this Dasharatha, Narendra, and when she thus gave up the ornaments, etc., it looks like Vimana, so inconsolable, she has become very saddened. Babuvasa, she became, like what? Dhyoriva magna taraka tamovrita. Tamovrita, like the darkness that has enveloped the space which shows the stars. Stars are magna taraka. Magna means swallowed, sunk. Magna taraka, dyauriva. The space without stars, how it is enveloped with the darkness, so was the face of Kaikeyi, who has become covered with the self-conceit, and at least certain things which are illuminating her, that also is given up. The ornaments is also thrown away. Then she is like a starless sky. So thus is the end of this 9th chapter. Ityarshte Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adikavya Ayodhya Kante Navama Sargaha. We'll just take the first portion of the 10th canto to begin with. Bidam Shita Yada. Again, I lost my tune. What is it? Bidam Shita Yada Devi. Vidarshita Yada Devi. Kubjaya Papaya Brusham. Tadashete Smasa Bhumau. Digda Viddevat Kinnari Nischitya Manasa Krityam Sa Samyak Gidi Bhamini Mantarayai shanai sarvam Achachakshe vichakshana Sadhina nischayam krutva Mantara vakya mohita Nagakanyena nishvasya Dirghamushnam chabamini Muhurtam chintayamasa Margamatma sukavaham Sa suhrucharta kamacha Tam nishamya vinischayam Babuva paramaprita Siddhim prapyeva mantara Adasa rushita devi Samyak krutva vinischayam Sambivesha bala bhumau Nivesha bhrukutim mukhe Tataschitrani malyani Divyanyavaranani cha Apavidhani kaikeya Tani bhumim prapedire Tayatanyavavidhani Malyanyavaranani cha Ashobhayanta vasudam Nakshatrani yata navaha Krodagare chapadita Sabhavo malinambara Ekavenim dridam badva Gadasatveva kinnari Ajñapyatu maharajo Ragavasya vishechanam Upasthanam anujñapya Pravivesha niveshanam Adya Ramabhisheko vai Prasiddha idi chagnivan Priyarham priyamakyadum Viveshantapuram vashi. In life there should be a vision for ourselves without which action becomes a mere activity. Guruji had very beautifully said that vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a mere movement of the body. It is not, it's called chesta. Chesta is an activity. If you look at a child, this is a few months old, it'll run, then it'll come there, and it'll go there, I'll just open the tap and come back, and then it'll go there, and then it'll do this. No purpose. It's just physically growing up, and the growing sprouts will make the child do things which has absolutely no plan or no vision, no purpose, and then keep doing. That is called chesta. Many people in the chesta mat karo. Meaning, don't just get restless. So action become a restless activity if there is no purpose and direction. Where there is a purpose and direction but no activity, it's a pure daydream. That's why it's a successful people are dreamers, but they get up. Because they will not only dream, but they get up to make their dream come true. So therefore, along with vision, when the action is there, that is Kalyana Sadhanam. That is a means to a transformation, a great transformation. But the point is that vision should be something noble. Otherwise, you may have a vision, you may have an action, will take you to the totally wrong direction. That's why he says, Vidarshitas. Viruddha Darshita, to be understood, we as Viruddha, not Vishesha. We can be Upasarga for Viveshesha or Viruddha also. Kriti, Vikriti. Vikriti means Viruddha Kriti, Vikriya. So, Vichara on the other hand means Visheshena Charati Vichara. So, we should be, that Upasarga, prefix should be understood contextually. Vi Visheshena Charati Vicharati Vichara. Or Viruddham Charati, that is also there. So, that's become Vichar. Kya vichar karte ho? Then you say Visheshena Charati. But Vikara, when you say Viruddha Akara. Vikar ho gaya, uska vikar ho gaya, meaning it's just a contradiction has taken place. Vikriti. You have Kriti. In Malayalam they often use this. Somebody who is doing wrong. This is called Vikriti. Vikriti means what? Doing something which is not supposed to do. Anyway. So here Vidarshita means she has a Viruddha Darshanam. A wicked vision. Vidarshita Gubjaya, which basically she was a nice person. But she was given a vision wrong. By whom? Gubjaya Vidarshita Devi. What kind of Gubjaya is? Papaya. So, Papaya Gubjaya, Papaya, that sinful Gubja who gave the wrong direction. Yata Devi Brusham Tata Shete, she fell down, sa bhumau. She fell down on the ground. Digda Vidheva Kinnari. As though the Kinnari, that celestial nymph is, celestial angel has been pierced by a poisonous arrow. Digda, poisonous. Vidha, pierced. See, in Sanskrit, if you want to learn, best place is this. Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana is the best place where you find what all usages, especially compounds. Digda Vidheva Kinnari, as though she was pierced by poisonous things. Manasa Nischitya, Krityam Manasa Nischitya, coming to conclude about what needs to be done in her mind, Sa Samyak Iti Bhamini, Samyak Nischitya, very well having considered what needs to be done, Mantaraye, to the Mantara, Shanaihi, slowly, Sarvam, all of the things, Achachakshe, she explained, Vichakshana, perceptibly. She has everything clear in her mind. This is exactly, she even visualized. Now, Dasharatha is walking into the chamber. I know that he has come. With my corner of my eye, I noticed it. Because he told her, don't look at him. Remember? Some people always look like that. Eyes are always on the side. They don't never look at the side straight away. If they want to look at you, they look like this. Eyes in the corner. Meaning what? Notice, but you should not notice that I am noticing. Is it not? They say, look at the corner of your eyes. Make sure that she is there. So he makes it clear to Mantara, I am going to look at him, not look at him. And look inconsolably sorrowful. And don't talk to him until he comes on his knees. I read a joke some time back. This friends of a person, they said, you are such a henpecked. Henpecked means what? Under the control of your voice. You can never make her come to her knees. So the man challenged, I will make her come to my knee. Okay, let us see. So then they had a party at home and all those things. And his wife was total control freak. Hey, do this. And his husband also, she constantly doing that. That's why the people said that you are angry. And the main party was about to start and everybody has come and things like that. Husband is absconding. Where is he gone? And I told him to be here and take care of things and he's not here. And she was crying, where are you? John, where are you gone? John. Nowhere he could be seen. And then she went all over the place and went finally to the bedroom. John, are you here hiding from me so that you don't have to work, etc.? Where are you? I am here. Sound came. Where are you? Under the bed. So she bent down, you know, under the knees, and said, "Where are you?" And took a picture. And then came back. I told you. But here you see, I made her come on her knees. Why did I say that now? What is the purpose here? Anyway, so so she explained everything, showing that I can make things happen. This is the way I'm going to do. Vichakshana, very clear. Sadhina nischayam krutva mantara vakya mohita, sorry, not, it's okay. She, the one who is completely deluded by the words of mantara. Dina means poor. Poor in the sense, in the case of poor means when somebody is, so weak, what do you say that? What is that English word? Morning also I forgot that word. What do you call that? What's that word? Poor, what do you call that as? This particular word in English. No, not desperate. Anyway, so she became Nagakanya iva nishwasya dirghamushnam cha bhamini. She had exhaled a very hot air like that of the Nagakanya. In Indian literature, there is a special character called Nagakanya, meaning half of the body is human, half the body is snaky woman. So what is it called? Like mermaid you have here in this part of the world, where the part of this fish is part of this human. You are Nagakanya, like that. Because Nagakanya means when you put her on the floor, on a bare floor, she will become so restless. In that condition, she was in such a restless condition. Nagakanya yavanishwasya dirghamushnam chavamani. But at the same time, a part of her is doubting a little bit whether she is doing the right thing. Muhurtham chintayamasa. For a short period of time, she started thinking, Margam Atma Sukhavaham, that path that will take her to the pursuit of happiness. Whether this will really work, there's a little doubt. But then she immediately overcome that. Sa suhruchartha kama chatam nishamya vinishchayam. She thought about it, yes, this will work because finally it is going to bring about prosperity to me as well as my son, and everything will become positive to me. Therefore, babuva parama prita vitsiddhim prapyeva mantara. Mantara, on the other hand, also now slowly watching her, and she said, my things are working now. And she is now decided, now this girl is under my control, and now she is going to work the way I want. Ata sa rushita devi samyak krutva vinishchayam. At the same time, Kaikeyi became enraged with anger about the situation where she was put under by her own husband, how much cheating he was, and thinking that he is loving me, but actually he is working against me. And she having got the anger, Sambivesha abala bhumau. Sambivesha, she entered, abala meaning becoming loss of strength, bhumau nivesha, falling on the ground, brukutim mukhe, with her eyebrows knotted. How long you can keep it like that? Hard, right? That she wanted to keep it like this so that it may look like she is really serious about things. You know, when I was studying in Sandipani, they had an eye checkup for every student. You know, just once in a while they do all this. So I checked up and I went there, and then they said, no, you don't need glasses. No, you don't need you don't need glasses. So one boy, his eyes were all right. But he demanded that he need glasses. So the doctor asked, why do you need? Then only I will look serious. There are people who wear glasses to look serious. So it's like that, you make your eyebrows twist each other and make sure that you look serious. So Brukutim Mukhe, she brought her eyebrows to seriousness. Tataschitrani malyani divyana bharanani cha. Thus, all the beautiful, most precious ornaments, apavidhani arthonave kaikeya tani bhumim prapetire, when they fell down on the ground of this Kaikeyi's chamber, all the precious stones and pearls and whatnot, tadas chitrani malyani, taya tani apavidhani malyani avaranani cha ashobhayanta vasudam nakshatrani yata namaha. Remember the earlier verse previously we saw, when she threw away all the ornaments away into the ground, the space looked without stars like that of the face of Kaikeyi. Now the opposite happening. What is it? When she threw away all the ornaments onto the ground, the whole ground looked so beautiful, starlit sky. Ashobhayanta. It started shining. Vasudam nakshatrani yata navaha. The Vasudha, the very earth is like that of star-studded sky. In other words, what was supposed to be on her neck, now it's all fallen down on the ground. Krodakare chapadida sababo malinambara. She is wearing some soiled clothes to make sure that it looks like she is totally disinterested. And she did one thing which I alone can do in this room as a man. What she do? Ekavinim dridam batva. She took her hair and then started turning it around. Make a knot out of that. I did it. It doesn't stay, but it is said when they get angry, because I don't want to put it ekavenim drudam badva, making it as one single braid. Gadastve kinnari. She lost her sattva. She is all her impurity, nobility. So thus she is getting ready for the war. Cold war, as I told you. It's a cold war. Now, Dasharatha at that time.
What is Kinnara?
Kinnara.
Kinnara. What is that?
Kinnara is a set of celestial angels living in the heavens. So they look like human, but not human. So human is Nara. Nara means human. Are they human? Kinnara. Meaning they look like human. So they are called Kinnaras. I don't think. I think in the Hollywood area you will find some of them. They are usually there. They are the, what you call, celestial dancers and musicians. Yeah.
Okay.
They are like, what is that called? Apsaras. Apsaras are dancers. They are, what do you call that as? What is that called in Sanskrit words? Gandharvas. Gandharvas. So, on the other hand, Maharaja, that is, Dasharatha was getting ready. Ajñapyadu Maharaja Ragavayabhishechanam, having thus given all the commands to all the people. Upasthanam Anukñapya, for the sake of retiring to his place. Pravivesha Niveshanam, he started walking towards his own private chamber. Adyarama Abhisheko Vai Prasiddha Iti Jagnivan, knowing very well now everybody knows about the coming up of this coronation, but yet he wanted to personally deliver the message to his dearest wife, Priyarha Priyamakhyatum Nivivesha Antapuram Vashi. That self-controlled Dasharatha had now entered into the private chamber wherein he wanted to personally convey the beautiful message to his most dear wife.